Disability is super expensive to live with. We have to rely on so many extra things and providers than a normal able-bodied person may have to rely on. We have to rely on more health care for doctor's visits, surgeries, treatments, etc., and that can be really expensive. We have to rely on other costs of tools to get around, such as canes, wheelchairs, and other mobility tools can be really expensive. In the blind community, we have to rely on getting assistive technology, and that can be crazy expensive and up to thousands of dollars. We have to rely on so much more support than a normal able-bodied person does. A normal able-bodied person can easily get in their car and drive to work or to the grocery store or anywhere for that matter. And someone with a disability, it's not that simple. Some people can drive, others may struggle driving, and others can't drive. I myself can't drive. I have to rely on public transportation, and if public transportation is down or they don't have a stop in my area or the bus is just taking too long, I have to rely on Uber to get me to my destination. And some people can't even take public transportation. Public transportation can be too much for people. It can be overwhelming. It can be loud. It can be expensive. They may not be able to get on the bus or understand when the next bus stop is. But we are all human beings, and we have to rely on so much every single day to live our lives. And so, for those of you who think that SSI and SSDI is making people with disabilities lazy, in fact, it's quite the opposite to that. SSI and SSDI help us every single day. They give us the support that we need to thrive. And it's not a lot of money either. People with disabilities who have to rely on SSI and SSDI, it doesn't even cover a month's rent. It doesn't cover the health care costs that we need all the time. It helps with that kind of stuff, but it doesn't completely cover it. And people with disabilities can't simply just go and get a job. It's not that simple. Some people physically cannot get out of bed every day. Some people can't do simple tasks. Some people, it might be hard to have conversations with their coworkers or even get an interview with a job or even apply for a job. Some people have to rely on accommodations. Sometimes the work environment may not be able to provide that assistance due to costs. Sometimes work can be very discriminatory towards someone with a disability, and they may not hire them. And that is also a reason why someone with a disability can't work that job, because they are not getting hired. And it's against the law and it's wrong, but unfortunately it happens a lot. So instead of getting on people with disabilities' case for living the lives we are living, don't assume that we can't do something based on our disability. And also, it's not really your business if someone gets SSI or SSDI or not. Yes, it may come from the government, but that's for their health care and for their needs. And commenting on someone's page, assuming that they get that, or assuming that they're not working, that's just wrong and mean and ableist. And for those of you who are getting on the woman Shy's case for talking about how hard it is to get SSI and SSDI, she's not rage baiting. What she's doing is advocating for herself and for the disability community. And go her. Shy, if you're watching this, you did an amazing job. Don't let the commenters get to you because you can do it. I believe in you, and I believe that you can get the help that you need to be able to live and thrive the way you want to live. Because don't let the commenters' hate get in your way of being who you are.